Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hi, Margie and Tita. I'm so glad that y'all are here. What I'm working on today, and ignore this dirty mat because right before the live Stardust got in here and laid down on my mat. So she got it a little dirty from being outside, and I don't have any of my wet wipes here that I normally keep in here just for that reason. But I am having so much difficulty with my setup lately. My phone that I used to record on quit recording, or quit charging actually. So I'm having to record with my webcam, and I've got two of them, but now today one of my other ones won't work. So we're going to have to just deal with it, and hopefully I will get things set up soon. Okay, can y'all hear me okay? I think I've got everything set right. Hopefully I've got everything set right. So it's just a big technical difficulty today. So before we get started, we are going to unbox that other make market that I got from Michael's that I showed y'all last week. And then I am going to end up kitting this up for after I finish my little magnets that I'm working on. I am absolutely loving these little magnets. I will have, after the live, I'll have to try to get the link for these to put them in the description, but I am absolutely loving these. They're a nice size magnet. There was 30 in the set, and I think it was under $15. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Beth. How are you? So, once I finish these, we'll talk more about these here in a minute. But let's go ahead and get this out. I had to choose a very small canvas for this because of my technical difficulties. I do have one more bigger canvas and a light up Christmas tree that I got from Michael's. Morning, Granny. How are you? Hi, Miss Dadman. Welcome. So glad to see you here. But anyway, we're going to unbox this real quick. And if I have time, I'm going to kit this up as well. I know I'm not going to start on it right away, though. I'm going to wait. But I will be kitting it up. I don't know. I'll either kit this one up or I'll kit up the village from last week. I'm not sure which one I'm going to kit up. But let's look at this. This is one from Michael's. And whenever I got these, I had a 30% coupon for any item on there, I think. I can't quite remember. But there was a discount that I used on it. But you have your instructions, which can't see them very well on here. Like I said, I'm having technical difficulties with my setup. But this is just the instruction sheet. I'm going to throw it away. It comes with this, which I will take a picture of this and then copy it And then I might cut these out and use them as stickers. I've actually got some sticker paper that I could print that on. So we have that. We have this. It's a full canvas. Yeah, you can see it all the way there. It's sideways, but that's okay. Yes, they do come with this magnetic frame. Right now, I have the Red Queen that Miss Bell sent me, and I've already completed it. I've got it hanging on my door. Once I finish this one after Thanksgiving, I think I'm going to put this one up on my door in place of it. But yeah, I do like these magnetic frames. They are very simple to use, and I cannot open it. So what I'm going to get, I am going to get my scissors out of here. So maybe I can open this frame. And like I said, it's just the magnetic one. Well, even with doing that, it is adult proof. I can't get it open. Forget about the child proof. Okay. There, we got it. But these are really nice frames. It comes with, it's like a piece of leather string. And then these two pieces come apart. And then it's got a really strong magnet on it, so it will stick very well. And if you actually wanted to, you could actually change out this piece that hangs it with. You could put whatever color of thread or string that you wanted on there. And then this one goes on the bottom. Hi, Julie. Yes, it's adult proof. How are you doing? I've actually got something to show you as well here in a minute, because you were asking about the trays last night, but I've got something to show. But anyway, I'm either going to be kitting this one up, or I'm going to kit up that Pink Village. Hi, Words and Pictures. Welcome. So glad to see you stop by. But yeah, this is just so cute, and I think it'll be perfect for my door. Okay, this also comes with the red pen, and then it comes with the regular kit without the pen. Comes with baggies, a thing, and y'all can't see, a thing of wax, the baggies, and this red pen. And Jeannie, I'm trying to see, are you a mod on here? I do not see. If you are a mod, if you want to, you can post the link that on the video that you put out on how to change these to just like a regular pen, because a lot of people do not like the tips on these, and that's why they don't use them. But if you want to post that, that's fine. But she did a really good video on how to change these to like the regular pens, so that you didn't have this really wide tip on it. And now I do that to every one of these pens that I get. It came with the red tray. Yes. Jeannie Bushnell. She did a very good video on that, and it's actually a really simple trick to change it to just a regular pin tip. But anyway, these are the colors, and I am hoping that these show up okay. But let's see. I probably will not be able to kind of get, there's a lot of reds, grays, browns. There's an orange. That one is actually showing up really well. I may kit this one up next, and then after I finish this one, I will finish I'll kit up the pink Christmas village, because I really want to get this one done for my doorway. But she does a really good job on that video. And I do that with every one of these pins now. I love the pins, I just didn't like the tips. Okay. I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat. If I miss anything, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for subscribing to Jeannie. She has some wonderful videos. And if you ever get a chance, be sure to go to her lives. You will be laughing the whole time. I was actually listening to one at work, and I was having trouble talking to the driver, so I had to turn it off. But anyway, that is all there is of that unboxing. Before I go any further, if you look in the description of this video, you'll find my email address. And what I'm going to be doing with these in December, get it to where you can see it, I'm going to start sending out Christmas cards. And if you would like to receive a Christmas card, these are what I'm going to try to put in a lot of them. So I can't guarantee that it'll be in every one, but if you would like to get a Christmas card with one of these little magnets in it, it'll just be a random one. Go ahead and send me your address to my email. That's the only thing that it'll be used for. But that's what I plan on doing with all these cute, adorable little magnets. And then I've actually got these kitted up in these trays. Now, Julie, these were the ones that you were asking me about, I believe, the Maxuni. Yeah, she does have great lives. I just learned that I cannot listen to them while I've got drivers coming in. That is true. I have that problem as well. But I've got 2 sets of these right here. This one is my 30 count that I've got these magnets kitted up in, and then I have a 50 count as well. But these have a really nice clasp that definitely stays closed. It does take a little bit of pressure to open it. So, and even though there's not that much in here, they do line up pretty well. The only difference that I can really say about these and the ForeverYoung is the lines on this actually line up in the opposite direction. So your lid is towards the back of it rather than the front, or rather than the side. But I'm really enjoying these trays. They are good. They're right there with the ForeverYoung and the Glotrove. So definitely like these trays. I think I put them in the description. I like the Redtwo trays. I really do. And the more I use them, the more I like them. But with that being said, I'm worried about the clasp on them. I'm hoping that they prove me wrong. I really am. I'm hoping that they prove me wrong and that does not break. But I really love the concept of them. And after I do a few paintings with those, I will give y'all more of my opinion then versus whenever I made the video. But it's a great concept. The only thing on the Redtwo trays, and I would show you one of those right now, but it's in the other room with my Hannah Lynn painting. They are a great concept. And I think that if they changed the latch on them, they would sell a lot of them, even more than they sell now, because they line up great. They're absolutely wonderful trays, but the latch scares me. Morning, Grams. Welcome. So glad you get to stop in and listen. I have to listen to a lot of my lives while I'm driving too, so I don't get to talk so much. But anyway, what I was going to do, let's see. I have my Diamond Art Club trays here. This is a set of them that I haven't used yet. I'm hoping that I don't ruin these. I'm hoping that the permanent marker comes off with alcohol wipes just like the other ones. Or with sanitizer, which I've got to get some of. Because I am out. But I'm just going to write on these with permanent marker. Yes, the Redtwo have the white insert on them. And they're a really good concept. The tray is really good itself. It's just the latch is really thin, and that worries me. I did do that a while back. I'm hoping that they're still okay. Whenever I first got them, I was going to kit something up in them. So if they have too much static in them, that will be on me. The more that I use them, I have a piece of dryer sheet in the bottom of them. The more I use them, the less static I have on them. So, you know what? I'm going to try to get this on this. Let's see. Is it not going to show me my own? I'm trying to get to my own live and it's not showing it to me. Isn't that terrible? Okay. Have to go through this to get to it. So I can see the chat better. I got to be sure to change it to off. I don't know why they do that. Because whenever you go into a live now, you automatically have to change that to the all chat. I never thought about that. I might try that with the tape. I'm just really worried about those. Okay, where'd they go? After I finish these magnets, I'm doing this really cute little gingerbread man. I've only got about 15 of these magnets left. And we're going to kit this one up while we're chatting here. The ForeverYoung trays came with a suggestion to put washi tape if they don't stay closed. I've never seen that, but I didn't look at the instructions very much. So that could have been why I missed that. Okay. Typical tray. It's going to go down here. Where did my box of bits go? It's on the other side of me. But I haven't had any problems with my ForeverYoung trays yet. I will keep that in mind if I ever have trouble with them. Hopefully that does not happen, but it's very possible. Why am I taking this out right now? I don't need the canvas just yet because I am not going to be working on this right away. I've still got several of the magnets left. It does make sense. But they are coming out with all kinds of trays. I found another one that I want to try out too, but it's going to have to wait a little bit. I guess so. Sitting there taking it out of there. I don't have any of the Michaels ones from last year. At the time, I didn't know that they had these. I don't think. I really don't think I got any of the Michaels ones from last year. How many colors is this? I thought there was only 7. There is 10. So, this, I might have to use some of the baggies for this just until I get I think we'll put the bigger ones in baggies. And then we'll keep the regular drills in the trays. I put the trays inside, put the trays where I was trying to. I actually do not have a light pad down here. But that does make sense. What's underneath this is actually a marker board. I have not been using a light pad in here. Anytime I use my half moonlight, I haven't had to use a light pad. Now, I still have one in the living room with my woodland panorama. I love my half moonlight. It works out really well. I really like the Trabricks too. And they are the ones that I go to after my Glotrove and these trays. I love the fact they line up really well. I've got 2 sets of them. One of them Tita gifted me. Thank you so much. And I do use those quite often. Okay, let's see one. I may not even get to the... I'm really hoping this permanent marker comes off of these. If it doesn't, oh well, I learned my lesson. But I'm sure it will. It comes off of the plastic ones just fine. Yeah, I really don't have as much trouble opening the Trabricks as I did in the beginning. I think I've gotten used to it. I do not have my little tissue box up here, but I've got a trash can right beside me, so it works okay. Okay. I'm losing stuff on my desk. But number 2, I was so hoping that there was only 7 colors in this. I may have to find a different box later to put the rest of them in. But it won't matter because it won't take me long once I start working on this. I've got several trays that I can pour the ones that are in the baggies in. The Coke was the most important part. But yes, I love all of my trays. I think I'm addicted to trays. I haven't either. Let's see. But I told Julie that I would wait a little bit on working on my turkey for Thanksgiving. I'm about halfway done with it. Some people get tons of storage containers. I just like my storage containers and trays all in one. I like all the pretty pins and stuff, but I think that I like I want to get some more of the Diamond Art Club pins. The pretty ones, because I really like the twist and pick. But then I've got to buy more paintings so I can get just the tips of these. Because I really love the ones with the wax in them. And I've got 3. But I'm sure they're going to wear out on me soon. Because I use them all the time. Excuse me. I'm not trying to cough in your ears. I love this little tip that I got from Julia on... I cannot remember her name. Julia, which in turn, she got the tip from Lazy Retired Granny. Yeah, I'll wait on it. No big deal. I've still got plenty of other ones that I can work on. I'm working on my Hannah Lynn in the living room right now. This is number 4, and y'all can see that. I'm afraid that I'm getting off camera. I don't remember that one, but I bet it's really pretty. I've got one, it's a budget one that Miss Bell sent me of a lighthouse, and I can't wait to do it, and I definitely can't wait to do those little chicks. I think that those are so adorable and cute. That is okay. You're doing good. Life just gets in the way sometimes. Oops, I almost poured the wrong one in here. So yesterday, well, let's start with Thursday. I went down to see my mom. She seemed to be in a really good mood. And I was showing her those magnets, which, where is it at? Hold on. Let me, oops. Did you see that? Okay, this is number 5. That is so true. I definitely do not want to go to work today, especially after last week. I got to work Monday and we had such low volume that they asked if we wanted if me or Josh wanted VTO, and he never takes VTO, which is voluntary time off. I just turned in some hours of my PTO and got paid for it anyway. And I went ahead and came home. And I think I went to like 3 lives that night. I know, I've got to email Granny the picture of Bullet. I actually got that picture. And I've got to email that to her as well. I'll show it to y'all here in just a second. Just don't throw stones about my couch, because I refuse to get another couch as long as I have him, because no matter what I do, he sits there and he digs in the seats of the couch and stuff, and I try to put a cover on it, and I'll come home and he'll be curled up in the couch cover that I had on there. He manages to get it off every time. So hold on just a second. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Is it going to show? Come on. Y'all cannot see it. Why? There it is. But yeah, my couch is really old, and that's the reason I told myself that I would not get a new one until I no longer had pets that would dig in the couch. And before him, Bailey was my bigger dog, and she did the same thing. She would dig in it to get comfortable. Let me see if I can find Bailey. a picture of Bailey. I'm sure I have one of her on here. It'll be way back though, because she passed away about a year ago. Maybe it's been a little over a year. I went through my phone and deleted a bunch of pictures off of it though, so I don't know if I'll have them on here. Let's see if I can find it. I got plenty of Stardust. Stardust is a little attention seeker all the time. Yeah, I laid my sweater down on the couch whenever I came in, and he decided that he was going to crawl in it. And he got in the sleeve, and it was like, he was like looking up at us like, help. I know that I have pictures on here. I'm back to November of 22. Maybe I moved those all over to my computer because I'm not seeing them. Y'all want to see a picture of Lexi? This was a picture of Lexi whenever she was a baby. And I gave her her first cookie. Let me see if I can get this where y'all can see it. And she made such a mess with that cookie. Such a big mess. Oops. And there, I used to do a lot of scrapbooking. And on it, it says one small cookie, one big mess. It's probably gonna get a little aggravated at me for showing that. Yes, that is the reason that I definitely I'm not getting a new couch until he's gone, because it would be ruined very quickly. Okay, I think I might have moved all those pictures to something else. I know I've got one on here, but it's going to be a ways away. So I used to have my favorite picture of her was, let's see. I know I can find one. No, I just want to see the pictures in that one. Okay, here is a picture that I was messing with AI, but it does show her. I'm having to tilt this up so that y'all can see it. Bailey is on the top, and then Bullet is in the middle, and Tiger is down at the bottom of it. It's like a stump on there. I was messing with AI, and they were actually all sitting on a dog bed that I'd put on the couch, and half of it was off because they were all laying on the same dog bed. Yes, she definitely got a bath after that cookie. Yeah, I ended up having to close her out today because I could not even get to my desk. I put her down like 4 times and she kept jumping back up. I can do one of these big ones and put them in here. Yes, Tita, Gracie is a very cute little mascot. She is actually outside right now. She kept knocking stuff off, and I really need to clean my craft room because I've got stuff piled up where it, and I'm ashamed to show it to y'all. So, and she kept knocking stuff off. So she's actually outside right now. Okay, this is 7, and then we're going to put the rest of these in baggies. Because these won't be that hard to get all of them in one go to finish. Oh, yeah. Stardust is not shy at all. I'll probably let her in on the next. I'll try to clean up in here so she's not knocking stuff off. And I'll let Stardust in on next week's live. I don't know if no, Bullet didn't come in here. Normally, Bullet follows me everywhere too. He's just like, oh, you're going in there? I'm going to jump in my box. I had a box of trash in here, and it was just paper trash. It wasn't anything gross or anything. I was just cleaning up in here one day, and he gets in this box. He jumps on my little fridge that I have over there and jumps in the box. And then, so he kept doing that. And I had the pillow over on the floor, and he kept jumping in this box to lay down every time I came in here. Look at those bags. Those are big bags that come in these Make Market kits. I didn't realize that they were that big. Yes, they really do. They definitely make themselves known. Bullet isn't so agile as Stardust either, but sometimes I think Bullet thinks that he's a cat. Because he's always jumping up on the back of the couch, and I've got this little chest that I keep in front of our chest freezer, and he'll jump up on there, and then he'll jump up on top of the freezer. I think Stardust is rubbing off on him. I think we're all trying to figure out her secret messages. Okay, let's see. I don't know. Should I think I'm going to put a sticker on these if I can find any really close to me. Let's see. It's bad that I know I had some stickers in here. I don't know what I did with them. And I know they were close to me. Where are they at? Is there blank ones? Nope, no blank ones in that. Oh well, this is going to have to work for now. But okay, so yesterday my mom had a procedure at the hospital. It's the same one that she's been getting every 6 months or so. They go in and put in stents for her kidneys so that she does not get the infections that she's been getting. So her surgery was scheduled for 10:45, 11 o'clock in the morning. They did not even take her back to the room till 2 o'clock. That is true. I can do that. I still have it right here. That is such a good idea, Julie. Okay. That is a perfect idea for that. But anyway, they didn't even take her back to surgery to the room till after 2 o'clock. And they didn't even start the surgery till after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I was up there all day long in the waiting room with my mom and then waiting on her to go through the surgery. And I happened to find a Miss Dadman's channel, and I hopped on one of her lives and I really enjoyed it. So I went ahead and subscribed to her. She was one of the ones that was in here. That I don't know if she's still in here, but it was a really nice, I had a really good time in her live while I was waiting. But then I went to get something out of the vending machine while she was in surgery. Of course, I wasn't going to eat in front of her. And I went over there, and their credit card machine part of it was not working. So by the time I got out of there about 5 o'clock. About 4:30, 5 o'clock. But Mom is doing well. She went through the surgery just fine. But they are starting to get a little bit worried about putting her under the anesthesia every 6 months. And they were wanting to know if we wanted to continue that, to do that and stuff, or not put the stents in. But if we don't put the stents in, she starts getting those really bad infections, and they get really, really bad. So it's like a catch-22 on what you do for it. But since they've had those stents in, she's been getting less and less infections. So I will have to talk to my brother about it. She's got an appointment here in 2 weeks. They are not going to keep the stent on the right side because they actually were able to remove those kidney stones completely on the right side. But it's the left side one that they are worried about putting her under anesthesia. So it'll be something that I'll have to talk to him about within the next week so we can figure out what we're going to do about that. But she was doing okay, and she was a little groggy after she came out of the surgery, which is normal. But she did really well. And for her sitting up in the waiting room all day, which a lot of times she doesn't even want to get out of bed at all during the day. I wish she would. I miss her going to, she used to love going to arts and crafts. But now she doesn't do that anymore. And I know her dementia is getting a little bit worse. And I just threw that one away. Gotta grab that out of there. Because she keeps telling me that her sister did all the diamond paintings in her room. Yes, it is a really tough decision to make, but I know how miserable she is whenever she gets those infections. And every time she ends up getting one of those infections, it gets bad and she ends up in the hospital again. So, I don't know. I will talk to my brother about it and we'll go from there. Let's talk about static. Is that my fan or is that static? Nope. Oh well. That one's going to stay down there. But, okay, let's see. Where are we at? Okay, I set it to manual on the ads, so hopefully y'all are not getting a bunch of ads during this live. I did put it to where it was just in the beginning, so hopefully that's what's happened so far. Oh my gosh. I just looked up at this and we are already 53 minutes into this live. That is absolutely crazy. I didn't think we'd been on here that long. But thank you. I'm on my lives. I try to make sure I go in there and reset it so that you only get the ad during whenever you first come in. But sometimes it doesn't work. I'm sorry, Margie. I hope that it doesn't do it a lot. I don't know how else to go in there and take care of that. But anyway, okay, one more story before y'all go. And this is something that happened last weekend at work. And these drivers last week, I don't know if it was a full moon or what. But last week I had this driver come in and notice that he asked me, "Where is your wedding ring?" And I was like, I lost it. Because whenever I was pregnant with Lexi, my fingers started swelling and I had to take it off and I put it in my jewelry box. Well, we moved soon after that. And that jewelry box, I don't know if it got stolen somewhere in the move or it got lost or what, but my rings disappeared. But back to the story. Anyway, he asked me where my ring was at, and I told him I lost it. And he said, well, do you want one? And I was like, no, my husband is right down there at that last desk. He was like, oh, okay. Because me and my husband work in the same office, same days of the week. So it was just, you get that with some of the drivers. And it just, I was almost stunned. I was almost stunned speechless at first whenever he said that. But yeah, it was funny. And Josh wasn't even really paying attention. He was like, what did he say? But anyway, I've got to go and get ready for work. Thank you so much, everybody. I really enjoyed our chat today. Everyone take care, and I will see you in the next week. Don't forget Granny's live tomorrow. I think she changed the time. If you want to post that real quick, that's fine. But Granny's live is tomorrow, so hopefully I'll be able to see everyone in that. With it being a little earlier, I may actually get to chat a little bit. Everyone take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.